Hello and welcome, students of the Savannah campus of the Savannah College of Art and Design. We are here today to welcome SCAD's Humans vs. Zombies into the open arms of the Shark Corp conglomerate. Here at Shark, we strive every day.
Attention all SCAD HvZ people.
We come in peace. What? I don't know, man. I thought it would sound cool.
Look, players of SCAD HvZ, we're here to warn you. Shark Corp is not who they say they are.
You guys are in a sticky pickle, but we're here to help.
Shark claims to be this kind of investment conglomerate, but that's only half the truth. The companies they've worked with, like Mantis Space Systems.
Yeah, or Veritas Water, Caustic Games.
Even the Paula Deen Food Company. They've all been a cover.
A cover for what, you may ask?
World domination. They've been trying for years, using various covers to experiment with mind control.
And what better place to test mind control than an art school?
Weird kids, alternative mindsets.
Yeah, test the toughest group first, make sure that the protocol works.
And if they act weird, who cares? They're art kids.
It's the perfect crime.
Or at least it was, until we came.
Yep. We've been tracking Shark for a couple of years now, following their every move, circling like, yeah, like sharks! And it looks to us like Shark Corp has reached their endgame.
As of recent, we learned of the CEO's business trip. He recently went down to Louisiana and met with a corrupt voodoo queen where she taught him a few tricks.
Normally, voodoo is actually pretty chill. Like, you can use it to cure colds, just pretty basic stuff.
Natural remedies, protective charms, that sort of thing.
Yeah, stuff that you might call white or light magic.
Well, then there's the shark stuff. That's black magic.
And that is some bad juju.
We don't know their exact plans, but we do know that they intend to zombify the entire Earth and enslave everyone.
So it's up to us to stop them.
We've devised a few strategies to help you survive, or at least work with those who are dead.
So hold on tight, girls and boys, because we're about to blow your minds. Those bandanas that Shark Corp is giving to you, use them. If you're still human and alive, wear them on your arm. Make sure they're above all clothes and visible at all times so we can tell that you're still part of the human resistance. Through much research and a lot of trial and error, we figured out that the zombies can spread the infection through well-executed two-handed tags. After a while, we figured out exactly how to repel the zombified hordes. For some reason, they're super startled by foam darts and socks, so here's the plan. To defend yourself from the hordes, you have the option of carrying a Nerf or a Nerf-style blaster or a balled-up sock. We don't know why, but this seems to startle them or stun them for certain amounts of time. If you choose to carry a blaster, there are a few rules to follow. First, the tip must remain its original bright orange color, and if you paint it, then it must also remain bright in an unnatural color. We want the zombies to know that the foam is coming for them, and they'll be sorry. We've noticed that it doesn't work if you throw darts at them, so you gotta fire all foam darts from your Nerf or Nerf-style blaster. What you can throw, however, is socks. A sock projectile is made out of one big or two little socks wrapped up with up to about 2 feet of tape. They have to be thrown from your hand at the zombie in order to stun them. Oh, another important thing to know is that headshots do not count. A sock or a dart to any part of the head or face won't stun them. It'll just make them mad, so it's a super bad idea and a no-no. If you see a stunned zombie, you can reset their timer by firing a dart at them or hitting them with a sock. However, if Shark Corp finds out that you've been camping zombies, you'll be out of there faster than a nun at a clown show. Most importantly, remember that you as humans can't use melee weapons, like at all. It literally does nothing but get you removed from the game, so just don't do it. Also, keep it light, guys. Anything attached to your body is taggable. This includes your backpack, cape, your sweet fanny pack, or even your blaster. If any of those things get tagged, that infection will be all over you. If you get tagged, you must hand over your kill card to the zombie that tagged you. For some reason, zombies are super into bureaucratic organizations, so they'll take the code on the back of your card and enter it into the game website. That way, we know who is dead and who's alive. Also, once you're dead, you have to move your bandana to your neck and you go into stasis. You'll have 30 minutes before you become a full zombie, so use that time to get rid of all your stuff and write your roommates your last goodbyes, preferably with a nice handwritten letter.
Once those 30 minutes are up, you're a zombie now, Jack. Zombies love wearing their bandanas on their head. It's just a thing. So, when you're a zombie, you gotta wear your bandana on your head. It must be visible over all clothing at all times so your zombie friends can find you. A zombie's goal is to turn other people into zombies. It's what Shark Corp wants. To turn a human, a zombie must two-hand tag a member of the resistance. For those tags to count, a zombie must have their feet planted on the ground. That means they can't make a tag while jumping in the air. Those do not count, and it will get them in trouble with Shark Corp. If a zombie is stunned by a dart or a sock, they're stunned. We've learned that zombies become increasingly more startled as time goes on. We found that for the first day of contact, zombies tend to be stunned for about 8 minutes. Each day, though, they tend to be startled 2 minutes more. So day 1, 8 minutes, day 2, 10 minutes, day 3, 12 minutes, etc., etc. Once a zombie is stunned, they have to move their bandanas to their neck and step away from play so they don't get in the way of other zombies or humans. They also seem to be unable to react to gameplay. They don't talk about missions or call out locations to other zombies or anything. Once the stun timer is up, they move their bandanas back to their foreheads and resume play. They have to spawn at about 3 car lengths from any humans though. Keeps it fair. Remember that anything on a zombie is stunnable. Any clothes or backpacks or any of that stuff. If a dart or a disc or a sock bounces off something and ricochets to hit a zombie though, it will not count. Just like shots to the head or face. We've also learned that zombies are smart enough to hide in trash cans, but they can't move them to obstruct things like hallways or people's doors. That's a super big fire hazard, and even zombies care about fire safety. If a zombie is hiding in a trash can and that trash can is hit by a sock or a dart, the zombie inside is stunned.
So far, all of you are humans, but if we know Shark Corp, it won't stay that way. By midnight, one of you will be a zombie. That zombie will be known as the original zombie or the OZ, and they will be allowed 6 kills in secret before the world knows what they really are, so be careful. Fighting zombies is hard work, so I've been working to make some stuff to keep you guys safe. First thing we built was the Defender. They're marked by these super cool pink and golden tabards I made. Pink ain't just for Wednesdays anymore. The squad leader can hand out 3 tabards to other humans that will serve as an extra life. Hidden in a special pouch is an extra kill card. If you're tagged wearing a tabard, turn it inside out, then hand the spare kill card to the zombie that tagged you. You then have 2 minutes, or 120 Mississippis, to get the heck out of there and hand your tabard back to the defender, or mod in that time. Unfortunately, you cannot interact with play at all until those 2 minutes are up. The tabard will take 30 minutes to recharge. If the squad leader is tagged, they must also turn their tabard inside out and hand over their spare kill card. They must wait 30 minutes before they can turn it pink side out and reactivate their invincibility. Then we have the Hunter. The Hunter is indicated by their cool vest and the flag on the back. The Hunter is invulnerable to tags, but it can be killed if someone removes the flag on their back. You can't cover that flag though in any way. That means lying on the ground, placing your back to a wall, or even going back to back with friends is a no-no. Once a hunter's flag is removed by a zombie, that player must hand over their kill card and join the horde. Then we created the Engineer. The Engineer is distinguishable by his unique loop of pylons. These pylons can be deployed to make freestanding safe zones. Zombies cannot tag into these zones, and if they step over them, they're stunned. Problem is, zombies can deconstruct any of these safe zones simply by grabbing and removing any one of the flags. After it is deactivated, it will take 10 minutes for the pylons to regenerate. If the safe zone is picked up and moved, it is automatically deactivated and must wait 10 minutes before it is usable again. The Scout is the final class we created for you. To activate the class, the Scout must adorn their sash in a safe zone or inside an engineer circle. Stealthily hidden in their bright yellow sash, a Scout is totally invulnerable to tags for 20 minutes. While the Scout is active, they cannot interact with any mission objectives or use their blasters or socks to stun any zombies. Once the sash is removed or the timer runs out, the Scout must resume play as normal and will be vulnerable once more. Once it is used, it will require 20 minutes to recharge. Last, but far from least, we've brought in reinforcements. This squad, a mod squad, is a group of highly trained individuals who will come to your aid whenever they can. They're a little more resilient to the zombie virus than most, so they should be good help, but some of them are kind of shy, so you may not see them at the front of the charge.
The problem is, Shark Corp caught wind of what we were doing and have been developing some zombie variants that we like to call classes. We obtained some test footage by hacking into their archives so we could warn you firsthand. First thing we found was called the Paralyzer. It's marked by its distinctive back pouch and the shrunken heads inside. This zombie tends to throw heads like projectiles, and if a human is struck, they are paralyzed for 15 seconds. Humans can still fire to defend themselves, but their legs seem to stop working for that span of time. If you get hit, better hope you have good friends, because this sucker can still make two-handed tags. They can be stunned just like any other zombie. The next one we called the Ghoul. You can tell the Ghoul by the awesome shield on one hand and the super long arm on the other. The Ghoul seems to use its shield arm to block incoming socks and darts, and use its long arm to execute one-handed tags. Any surface on this zombie can still be stunned. The meat shield's the one that freaks me out. This defensive zombie wields a huge shield that they can use to block socks and darts for themselves and other zombies. These guys can still be stunned with a dart or a sock if you can hit the zombie carrying the shield, and luckily they can't interact with viable mission objectives or make any tags. Watch out for the Fiend though. Designated by the two big hands they normally keep at their sides, this zombie is invulnerable. So long as those hands are at their sides, this zombie can't make any tags, but they also can't be stunned by any socks or darts. As soon as they wield those hands, the Fiend can make two-handed tags with the hand prop. They get stunned before making a tag, the Fiend is stunned for the equivalent of that night's stun timer before they can try that again. If they do make a successful tag though, they have to wait 30 minutes before they can tag again. The Fiend can interact with mission objectives, but only while wielding the Fiend hands. Last, but not least, we found what we like to call the Nom Squad. The Nom Squad is marked by their red capes. Made up of 3 juggernauts, these zombies will be invulnerable to darts, but can be stunned by stocks. The squad leader will be given a special hooded cape and can hand out a cape to 2 other zombie players. Those players will become part of Nom Squad until they are stunned by a sock. When stunned, they must hand the cape back to the squad leader or to a moderator and wait the current spawn time to respawn. The cape cannot be handed out to another zombie for 15 minutes. The squad leader also must wait 15 minutes to respawn. With those at your side, it should make things easier.
The connection is getting shifty, but we have a few more quick things to say.
1. Make sure to check the website as soon as you can check out the boundaries of the game. We've kept the infection fairly contained to special infected zones. Those are bordered by safe zones, which zombies can tag into so long as their feet are in an infected zone. There are also zones where no play is allowed, so make sure to keep yourself aware of those zones. Be careful.
2. Make sure to follow all local and SCAD res life rules. If we don't, we get kicked out, and Shark Corp wins, and we cannot let that happen.
3. No vehicles for play. That means bikes, skateboards, cars, anything with wheels. If you have to use one to get in and out of play zones, you will have 30 seconds to exit the vehicle. Count to 30 out loud so that people can hear you. After those 30 seconds, you will be in play and active again.
4. Make sure to stay away from construction zones. If you see a spot with caution tape, stay away from it. Don't go near construction if you can help it. It's for your own safety.
And last but not least, don't be a jerk. Your friends may be zombies now, but they're still your friends. And they're going to be when we figure out how to fix this and turn them into humans again. So keep it friendly, okay?
Mark, we're losing the connection.
Okay, we gotta go. But remember, keep your eyes open and be ready.
It's about to be a bumpy ride.
If you, as a community, just remember Shark, we can be sure that this year your game will go off without a hitch.